Okay, let's talk about magic. Not the vague hand-wavy kind where the hero just powers up and wins. We're talking about the Isekai anime that actually sat down, built something, and made you genuinely fascinated by how their world works. These are the top 10 Isekai anime with magic systems so good. They make you wish you could study them yourself. Welcome to Yoru Collections. Let's get into it. Number 10, Wise Man's Grandchild. Most Isekai protagonists learn magic the same way everyone else does. Shin doesn't. Reincarnated with a full understanding of modern science and physics, he looks at the magic system of his new world and immediately starts breaking it. Spells that take others years to master, he rewrites them from scratch, using principles nobody in this world has ever considered. The result is magic so destructive and so far ahead of anything his peers can produce that his teachers genuinely don't know what to do with him. It's an absolute blast to watch, and the magic feels earned because the logic behind it actually makes sense. Number 9, Log Horizon. Here's a question. What happens when the rules of an MMORPG become the actual laws of reality? Log Horizon answers that in the most fascinating way possible. Magic in this world isn't just casting spells. It's understanding the game mechanics at a deep enough level to exploit them in ways the system never intended. Our protagonist, Shiro, doesn't win fights by being the strongest. He wins by being the smartest person in the room, using enchanter abilities and support magic to outmaneuver enemies who, on paper, should destroy him completely. Strategic, clever, and endlessly satisfying. Number 8, Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy. Magic in Tsukimichi works on an elemental system, except Makoto breaks it immediately. While most magic users in this world are limited to 1 or 2 elements, Makoto has an affinity for them all. What he builds from there, combining raw magical power with abilities nobody else in this world possesses, creates a magic system that keeps surprising you the further the story goes. Wildly underrated and absolutely worth your time. Number 7, No Game, No Life. In this world, every conflict, every war, every political dispute, every personal grudge is settled through games. And the magic system is built entirely around that premise. The rules are absolute, the stakes are everything. And the siblings at the center of this story use their genius-level intellect to bend those rules in ways that feel like genuine magic, even when they're technically playing by the book. The mind games and No Game, No Life are some of the most creative and exhilarating sequences in the entire isekai genre. Every single episode feels like a magic trick being performed right in front of you. Number 6, Seirei Gensouki, Spirit Chronicles. This one doesn't get nearly enough credit. Spirit Chronicles builds something genuinely interesting by splitting its magic into 2 completely distinct systems, mana-based magic and spirit arts. Most characters can only access one. Ryo can access both. Mana magic is structured, learnable, and follows clear rules that the world understands. Spirit arts, on the other hand, are ancient, raw, and deeply personal, tied to contracts with spirits that most people in this world don't even believe exist anymore. Having both systems running alongside each other creates a magic dynamic that feels layered and constantly evolving. If you haven't checked this one out yet, it deserves way more attention than it gets. Number 5, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Rimuru starts the series as a tiny, seemingly harmless slime with one ability, Predator. The ability to absorb anything he touches and replicate it. What sounds like a simple gimmick at the start snowballs into one of the most complex and satisfying magic systems in isekai history. Skills stack, abilities combine, powers evolve. Every arc introduces something new that builds on everything that came before it. Watching Rimuru go from absorbing a wolf to commanding armies of unique magical skills is genuinely one of the most rewarding progressions the genre has to offer. And the best part, it never stops growing. Number 4, , Starting Life in Another World. ReZero does something most isekai magic systems never attempt. It makes magic feel genuinely dangerous and deeply personal. The centerpiece ability, Return by Death, isn't a power fantasy. It's a curse. Every death Subaru experiences is traumatic, and the psychological cost of that ability is woven into every single episode. On top of that, the wider magic system of this world, with its gates, elements, and spirits, is built with a consistency and internal logic that rewards paying attention. ReZero treats magic with more weight and consequence than almost any other isekai out there. This isn't magic that feels cool. It's magic that feels real. Number 3, Overlord. 418 levels of spells, hundreds of abilities. A magic system so vast and so detailed that even after 4 seasons, you feel like you've only scratched the surface of what Ainz is actually capable of. What makes Overlord's magic system exceptional isn't just the scale, it's the strategy. Ainz approaches every encounter like a chess player, layering spells, preparing counters, and thinking 10 moves ahead. And because the MMORPG framework gives the whole system clear rules, every magical confrontation feels satisfying in a way that vague power systems never do. Absolutely iconic. Number 2, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. This is what happens when an isekai actually takes magic seriously. Rudeus doesn't just use magic, he studies it. From childhood, he works to understand mana, technique, and the theory behind every spell he casts. The progression feels completely real because you watch him put in the work, make mistakes, innovate, and grow over years of dedicated practice. Mushoku Tensei's magic system has its own history, its own schools of thought, its own legendary figures, and Rudeus is slowly carving his place into all of it. No other isekai makes magic feel this much like a craft, an absolute masterpiece of world building. Number 1, So I'm a Spider, So What? Nobody was expecting this one to hit as hard as it does. Our protagonist wakes up reincarnated as the weakest possible creature in a brutal dungeon. A tiny spider with no strength, no allies, and no idea how any of this world's systems work. What follows is one of the most obsessive and addictive magic progressions in the entire genre. The skill and appraisal system in this show is relentless. Every kill unlocks something new. Every ability feeds into the next. And watching our spider protagonist claw her way up from literally nothing by understanding and exploiting the system better than anyone else is absolutely electrifying. The magic system isn't just a backdrop here, it is the story. And that's exactly why it earns the number 1 spot. That's your top 10 isekai anime with the best magic systems. Which one do you think built their world the best? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know. And if there's a magic system I missed that you think should have made this list, call me out below. Like and subscribe to Yoru Collections for weekly anime content. And until next time, enjoy some anime.